At the courthouse, my sister looked me right in the eye and said, "You can cry later. Today's my day," after stealing my wedding venue and date. She had no idea who my fiancé really was. The ending couldn't have been more perfect. Full story. Hashtag Reddit stories, hashtag storytime, hashtag Reddit Redditreadings, hashtag Ida, hashtag AdaReddit. Imagine planning the most important day of your life, only for your own sister to snatch it away with a chilling smirk. "You can cry later," she sneered. "This day belongs to me." What she didn't know was that her cruel betrayal would unravel a much deeper web of lies, exposing the man I was about to marry and shaking my entire family to its core. My name is Olivia, and I'm 29. Growing up, being the older sister to Amber often felt like being a permanent runner-up. I was 2 years her senior, always trying to be supportive, but in our parents' eyes, Amber's needs always seemed to shine brighter than mine. My academic achievements, the ones I worked so hard for, got polite nods. Amber's average performances? They earned elaborate, enthusiastic celebrations. It wasn't that they didn't love me. I think they just loved her louder, more visibly. This feeling of always being secondary, of never quite measuring up, really shaped me. So, I poured myself into my studies, then my career, crafting narratives for others because it felt so much safer than living my own fractured story. I eventually landed my dream job as a creative director at Pinnacle Advertising in Chicago. My work became my identity, my colleagues, my chosen family. I excelled at crafting narratives that resonated with people, never realizing my own family narrative was so profoundly fractured. Then Ryan walked in my life. Tall, piercing blue eyes, an effortless charm. He swept me off my feet at a national advertising conference in New York. I just finished a presentation on emotional storytelling, and he approached me, saying, "Your understanding of human connection is remarkable." For the first time, I felt truly seen. It was like he saw the parts of me that had been hidden away, overlooked by my own family for so long. He made me feel like the main character in my own story. Our first date stretched from coffee into dinner as we discovered shared passions for architectural photography, obscure foreign films, kayaking. Within weeks, we were inseparable. Ryan's intensity drew me in. He focused on me completely, making me feel cherished. "You're extraordinary, Olivia," he'd say, tucking my hair behind my ear. Most people don't recognize what they have in front of them. I was utterly captivated, but there were always these little whispers of doubt, tiny cracks in the perfect facade. 6 months in, I realized I knew surprisingly little about Ryan's past. He deflected personal questions with practiced ease, changing subjects or giving vague answers. When I asked about his family, he simply said they were no longer in contact, no elaboration. His social media? Minimal, almost non-existent. His friends were mostly business associates I rarely met twice. It was strange, yes, but he said his work demanded discretion. "I've consulted for high-profile clients who value privacy," he explained, "and for a woman who'd spent her life yearning for a unique connection. That secrecy almost felt intimate, like I was special enough to be trusted with his carefully guarded world. It made the information he did reveal feel more precious, more special." When I introduced Ryan to my parents and Amber at Thanksgiving, my mother's approval was immediate. "He's so accomplished, Olivia, and handsome too," she gushed as Ryan charmed them with stories of business successes. Amber, though, was intense.